Okay, let's go right now. Mini band workshop. We're just gonna start with a nice jog. And so let's do a light jog. Right now we have a few minutes together, and we're gonna add the bands very soon. But we just wanna get warmed up, get woken up. Might be early for you guys, might be normal time. And by the way, I do have a chair here too. We are gonna use a chair, so if you have an ottoman or something that you can lean on a little later. And I also have a bell, because for one movement, I am gonna anchor myself with the bell, and I'll show you how to do that. But you can actually just hang on to the edge of a chair or something for that one too. It's not totally necessary, but we don't like to get our bells too far away from us. So we can use it this morning, even with the mini band. Okay, and you know, there are so many exercises using these tools. It's a minimalistic tool. You know that we like to use body weight, and we like to increase the intensity by various means, smart and effective and safe for whatever level you're at. Now, if you want to take your mini band, this is the first thing that we do. I'm going to take this one, and there's various levels of tension too. If you got it in a pack, it'd probably say, now I just want you to step. I twisted it. What I did was I looped it around the bottom of my foot, and I twisted it like so, and put one foot through one loop, one foot through the other loop, and then you can pull, and it's providing the resistance. That's what these mini bands do. That's the point. Okay, so we jog, and now we're stepping it up, high stepping it. You can get used to the feeling using these mini bands. Okay, we're gonna use them in all sorts of fun ways, different from when we did a workshop in May. We did a mini band workshop in May, and these are different. Okay, there's a lot of exercises out there. Some, you know, there's standard ones, and there's different ones. They often do target the same muscles, just in different ways. So keep pulling it up. Maybe your quads are getting tired, and you're getting activated there. Now I want to just take off the mini band, leave that, walk out, curl down, walk out on into a high plank, and then walk back up. And in this way, we're warming up our spine. When you get here, you can fold, curl, 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 curling up. You can shrug your shoulders, stretch all the way up. Yes, and then bring the arms down again, and then trace your hands along. Trace your hands along, curl down each vertebrae, and go back. This should feel really good, really good. And then this time, when I'm out in this plank, now I want to inchworm the feet toward the hands instead of the hands toward the feet. Inchworm, inchworm. And then you can fold the knees and sit down, stretch out the legs. And now I'm stretching the hamstrings, reaching over, leaning over, folding at the waist and coming down. And you can feel this really good underneath the legs and your back too, your back and shoulders too. Try to keep your feet down and just sinking toward the legs. And if you ever want to just fold them once or twice to get a little deeper in. Good. We're still doing some dynamic stretches before we do this. And now I want to reach forward and bring the elbows back, then up high, folding over from the waist, bringing the elbows back. We're going to do some wonderful movements using this amazing little tool. And what it's convenient about it is that you don't, you don't have to lug a 20, 25, 15 pounder. You just put these in your purse, and you can do your workout wherever you want. Because sad to say, not everybody has kettlebells in the hotel gym or at your friend's house if you're spending the holidays there. They could be there, but no, they're not all there. So now I want to stand up and just lean over on your chair, and I want to bring this leg out, okay? So on one leg, bring this outer leg. It's just a nice casual bend. And here's again where you can add the band. This is still our warm-up, guys. I want to really get this nice rotation in for the hips, and the band is down there, by the ankles, but you can actually put it above the knees too. And that's the wonderful thing about these bands, is that you can adjust them so that the tension is at different levels. So if you want more of a tension and more of an exertion on your part, then you bring it down closer to your knees. If you want less, you bring it higher up. Okay, hopefully it doesn't fold up and cut into your skin, but you get to choose the level of resistance the band is providing, where it is going to be on your legs or around your feet. So I'm just bringing it out like this. But if you want to try it by your ankles, you can do that. And I just want about 5 on each side, and I'm going to go to the other side. And I'm just having this banded single leg rotation, rotating out. So you can put your hand on your hip, feel that other one coming out and in. And then we'll get started. I may have tried to pack too much stuff into this workout yet again, but don't worry. We will have fun and we'll get some good stuff done. Okay, so first things first is I'm gonna have the band. I shouldn't have thrown it off because I want it up by the thighs, by the knees, or slightly higher up. So right here, I'm gonna start right here, then I'm gonna go back to my chair and I'm gonna sit here. I'm sitting on the edge of the chair, okay? I'm not down here. I actually have the butt on the chair, and we're gonna do 20 little pulses. This is what is beautiful about this. Just gonna do 20 little, feet are together. Here, feet are together, and we're just gonna pulse this out, and I'm leaning back slightly, okay? This is where we're gonna start with this one. Okay, after you're done about 20 of that, then I want you to sit up tall and take your arms on the side or beside you on whatever you're sitting on, and I want you to just do it straight up. Still the feet are together and the knees come apart. Little pulses. And this is kind of the Pilates-based principle. So we are, you know how in kettlebell kickboxing we like to take from different disciplines and use what is best about them and enjoy what is really effective out of these various areas, you know, martial art motion, sports science, it's all on the foundation of that. And this is from Pilates, okay? You may have seen this before. These pulses, these little pulses can really ask your body to respond in this way, to be training, toning that one. And now I want to lean over and now do the same thing again. Now we're just creating a different angle. And I think I would like to choose a band that is gonna make me work a little more. Okay, so I'm quickly gonna switch my band. And yes, this is a little tighter because, you know, if they're made out of elastic or something that you can get fabric ones, depends how much give it has, and that's what is gonna provide the resistance. So pulling apart together. Yeah, and now you're getting fatigued there. We're gonna move on to different muscle groups. Good job. Number 1 is done. We got lucky 13 movements, so we'll see how many we get done here today. Okay, so now this one, you can stay standing. You can go standing. I'm gonna loop this band around my wrists, around the hands like this. Okay, and I'm gonna put the arms overhead. And we wanna settle the shoulders down. I don't wanna be shrugging. Hopefully you can raise your shoulders above your head. All the work that we do, all the shoulder mobility and the back, we're increasing our range. And I'm gonna pull it down like this. This is called a lat pull down. So the elbows are drawing toward the floor and you can feel your back. So from the side, maybe get a better idea. So I'm not hunching over like this and I'm not tight, but I want to have a nice expanded open chest, lowering it down. I want you to do about 15 on each side. So come up to the middle and I'm sitting on my toes here because I like to get a bit extra. You can be here, you can be standing up. I don't mind, but just different ways. And pulling down, this is gonna feel fabulous. And if you're standing up, I do ask that you tuck in your pelvis so that it's nice and neutral and that you're not like this, creating too much of a curve with your butt sticking out in the wrong way here. But want to have nice posturing up and pull it down, pull it down. And this is mimicking one of those fancy, expensive machines they have in gyms all over the world, okay? Yeah, I can see Kim. Try not to lean your head, girl. Okay. I have a friend from California now, and she says girl a lot. Sorry. Girl. Okay, try not to lean your head. Keep your head on one side. I know it's tempting, but we want to really even it out here. Yes. And feel the power in your upper body. That's what we want. Good. But you're looking really good. You're looking really good there. Okay. Now we want to go back to our chair. And you can actually grab your belt for this if you want. I'm going to use my more higher resistance, but depends on you and what you're feeling. You can try them both out. And we're going to do the hip thrust. So this is, it's like, you know, in the kettlebell swing, we want to have that posterior chain, that thrust, okay, the hip thrust activation. Now this time I am on the elbows, okay, and oh, the sun is very bright in my face and I can hear the children screaming. Okay, so this is what we want to do. We want to squeeze the butt about 20 times. Now there are different ways you can make this more hard. You can do single leg, make sure we have it both at the same time. Put your band closer to your knees. It's providing that extra dimension. Okay, we can do this without the band, fine. But, and the other thing is, I should have brought my other lighter bell here too. If you really want to go for it, and you're ready and willing, you put your bell right there, and then you dip down and raise up. Make sure your feet are in the right place. This would be too close. Can you see how this is too close? This isn't going to give me the range I need. This isn't going to do much at all. If it's too far away, you'll be taxing your hamstrings too much. In fact, when I was preparing for this workout, I axed a movement because it was not good for the hamstrings. It just wasn't good. But this is great for your glutes. Great for your glutes. Great for your hamstrings. Now, not all these exercises are created equal, right? And we all have different considerations with our body because our bodies are unique. But make sure you're squeezing, really squeezing your butt when you do that one, okay? And we did do that one in May, so it might be familiar to you. Okay, moving right along. Why do I keep tossing it? It's fun to toss it. On Instagram, they do this on the screen. I'm not gonna do that, okay? Haha. Okay, so now we are going to, if you have a towel instead of the bands, you can use your towel or get your longest band. But I am going to show you with this short looped mini band because that is what this is all about. And I want you to have it overhead again. And now I want you to bend your elbows to come behind together. Okay, you're going to have to bend your elbow through this one, but only go as far as you are able to go. and give me about 8 to 12 repetitions. See how it's feeling. See how you're feeling good. How far down, how much resistance. You want to use the tighter band. Now, if you're using this kind, you could try to keep your arms straight, okay? And so the arms are like this, and then, whoa, come all the way up. You could use a broomstick for this too. I'm giving you options for these tools, okay? Because what you have around your house, it's really nice to be able to just pick up something, because you might be traveling and you just might, hey, I just want something completely different from the old bell. Not that that could ever get boring, but when I was first here, I should have made more use of my bands. I don't know why I didn't, but anyway, coming down and up, keep that straight, but only as far as is feeling good. The wider apart, the easier it is, okay? The farther apart, the closer together, the more tension is going to be. So again, we're changing the lever, we're changing the variable to increase the intensity, increase the difficulty level, and still remember to keep your shoulders straight and your arms back. But you can do this by, I like this, rolling it behind, kind of like the lat pull down again. So it's kind of like set 2 of this lat pull down. Latissimus dorsi, the Latin, the Latin term for the muscles in the back, the big triangular shaped ones on the back and behind. So how are you guys liking this band practice? Haha, today. Okay, sorry. I'm on a roll. Thumbs up. Yeah, you're still doing it. Okay. Yes, awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, this is going to be interesting. This is the most complicated one we're doing today. So I'm going to give you a side view. And this is going to have your twist your band and put it around your feet, like so. Okay, and then you're going to, so it's around the feet, and you have the twist in it so that it doesn't pop off like it just did. Okay, it's supposed to prevent that a little more. And the key also with these bands, which you may have figured out, is to keep the tension. So keep your feet or your arms apart. See, keep it pulling apart. If you have them too close together, it's just gonna fall off, right? And you probably already figured that out. Okay, so I'm in the leopard right now. Leopard, raising up on the toes, but I got a banded. I'm a banded leopard. Okay, and I'm gonna touch the knee with the elbow, touch the knee to the elbow, and then, whoa, take it out, step it out to low plank. Then go back up to high plank. Bring your knees in, one by one, touch and touch. Let's do it for 1 minute, starting now. Hopefully you got it figured out. And go to low plank, then to high plank. And we're in this face down quadruped position, except you're on your toes, not your knees. If you just want to stick with one, and you could stick in the low plank and just step up with your knees if you didn't want to complicate things by bringing it in. Keep it going, keep it going. I'm doing it with you. And this is how we're getting the heart rate up. Might not seem like much because we're not jumping and kicking all over the place, but we are still definitely, feels like we're doing a lot of different kinds of push-ups and core exercises right now. Keep it going, just 20 more seconds. You can do it, I can do it, we can do it together. Good job. Okay, yes, time. Whew, that was 50 seconds of work. Okay, moving right along. Now, this is fun. This is fun, I like this one. You can use the open one. If you want, you just step on it with one foot. Then I'm gonna have one foot back, and then you're gonna grab it, and you're gonna do a row. This is how they do the row. Of course, you can do it with the looped one, mini band too. So step on it through, put your foot through, and you're gonna pull about 12 reps, 12 to 15 on each side. You choose how tight you wanna have it. You can pull it back, but I'm keeping this torso just like we do in the other row. I mean, sometimes we add a rotation and we'll be rotating soon, okay? But right now this is staggered row. Opposite hand, I should mention that. The band is under my left foot and the right hand has it rowing out, okay? Just stay on this side, don't switch. I wanna switch after we do this very cool Jiu-Jitsu inspired Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's coming in about right now. Okay, so this one is, again, twist it and we're on our backs. Hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. It's fun to try these new things in a different modality. Right, you may find, hey, I love bands. Yes, they're a perfect complement to the kettlebell because you can actually use them together. Now this one, this is your kettlebell roll up. Oh, I gotta tell you about yesterday. Anyway, you got one foot bent, one leg bent, so, and one leg stretched out. Then you're gonna roll back. You don't have to roll if you don't want to. You can just come down and bring it up like this. If rolling is not in your repertoire for today, then come on your elbows, then you switch. But me, I like to roll, maintain the tension. Maintain the tension, that's part of it. That's part of the trick. And then you switch. So let's stay here for a few more moments, coming up and down. And as you roll, you can roll down with your lower back first. And then you can even help yourself push it up. And then switch sides. Have some fun. Let it go. If the band pops off, just laugh, grab it, and get going again. That's part of the fun. And we're rolling back and forth. Good. Now we're gonna take a commercial break to ask you guys if anyone has thought of some more ways to celebrate our wins. What do we have here? We have someone reached their goal. They went to bed on time 50% of the year. And that was their goal, and they did awesome, and they are excited about bringing that number even higher next year. Good for them. I'm really proud of them. That's awesome. And we mentioned on Tuesday, after skiing, our dear Sarah still felt fine and not too sore, although this last time, even if you are sore, there are things you can do, like drinking water, foam rolling, yes. We can have a workshop about that too. And you're not too sore, drinking lots of water so that your muscles can replenish, and some light active stretching, right? Maybe not the static so much, but just taking your muscles through that range, through the range of motion, little dips in and out, whatever's feeling good. Probably the last thing you want to do when you're really sore is move, but I encourage you to move, okay? It'll help you in the long run really well. It's like eating your veggies every day, the consistency, right? Okay, and our wonderful, amazing Karen said all this working out this year, she wants to celebrate that her farm chores are easier, like splitting and stacking firewood. So great job, high five. I just gave you a high five over the screen, and we better do our staggered row. If anyone else got some more kettlebells here to write your wins on. So tell me in the chat, tell me in the email, whatever you want to do, send me a text message. We're gonna pull on the other side, so loop the band around. And because my timer is telling me we better get moving here. So I'm just folded over at the waist, you know how we like to do that. Hinging over, hinging is our friend. And I can put my other hand on my waist. Feel this and bring it back for about 8 to 12 or 15 repetitions. Good. We're on We're gonna go back to the floor, loop it around your feet. You can add the twist if you want. Otherwise, if you want to make it more difficult, just to maintain the tension. And then I'm sitting on the elbows here, sitting on the elbows, and I want to do this pulse again. So start at the top, pulse, 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 little pulses, all the way down. Oh my goodness, you're gonna love this. When you do it a little bit more, when you reach the bottom, you're gonna go to the top and bring those legs out. You pulse it little, sometimes these little movements really killer. You know, the killer combo is a big movement, lots of muscle groups. This is still a lot of muscle groups right now, but it's these little movements. We're not moving too much, but it is still very good. Okay, almost done. Pulling it out, readjust, get yourself in the right place, and fold your legs. Good. And up and down. So these are ideas. You can, if you want to jot a few notes after we're done. Now we're gonna be kneeling here. Kneel on your mat, on your floor. Put a cushion under your knee if you want, and one is under the front foot. Then take the opposite hand and you're gonna pull it and rotate it. This is what I mean. When we did those rows, I didn't want you to rotate, but now I do. I want you to rotate, and we got a few more minutes left. So I hope you can stick with me. If you have to rush off, please do some stretching. And I'm very sorry I did pack too much into it, but I wanted to give you the good stuff. A light breeze is blowing everything away here. And we're gonna go to the other side now. The other side has it now. And then, so the other foot, and then we're gonna pull it out with a bent arm, pulling it back. The magic number is 8 to 12. 8 to 12 is a great number of repetitions if you can do 3 sets of 8 to 12. Now we didn't do that because we do other things that target the same muscles, but if you're on your own and you want to do these, please don't do them every day. Okay, do not do them every day. Twice a week with bands, 3 times a week, and you don't want to overdo it. You got to give your body time to restore and build. Give your body, it's like when you're sleeping, your body gets a chance to build the muscle. Okay, back down. Oh, too many good things to do. Now, oh, this is so fun. I got to do this one. Okay, got to do this one. So the band is under both the feet and I'm grabbing it like this. Then I'm going to lead like a side plank, but the hip is on the floor, and I'm going to pull it as the legs come up. Okay, so you're on the side. Woo, this is so fun. Okay, I like this one. And you're pulling up, and your legs are kind of going up on their own, but you're really using your core, of course. And you're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Better switch sides so I can show you the last few. Oh, I don't really need to show you the very last one because I put an oldie but a goodie in for the last one. Okay, so this is side flag, pulling it up. You just go as far up as you want and need to. And if your hip is feeling good on the floor, you can adjust the angle at which your butt and your hip, the side of your hip is contacting the floor. Okay, last few ones. Let's finish up. Now I'm in the prone position here. Prone position, and the band is around the wrists, the hands out in front, and you're gonna put your face down, you're gonna lift Superman, and then pull back. You can pull back behind your head if you want to face down. Okay, it's another one of these shoulders and back, but we're adding the lift. You're lifting, you can lift your feet off the ground, or to make it, modify it, you just keep your feet on the ground and you're lifting up and back, and using the band is giving you that extra tension. So that's really good. Last one is so simple, so easy. It is just your basic bicep curl. Okay, so better use my stronger band. Okay, and then we're done. We're really done. Just gonna stretch. So you're here, you're just gonna maintain this tension, pulling it up. Okay, it's simple, but you really gotta put your mind, heart, and soul into this movement. Bending at the elbows, bicep curl, maintain this pulling apart so that you can get the goodness out of it. And then if that's too easy, then you get a tighter band, standing up tall, and feel the power through your core. Actually, it's not just about your arms and your shoulders, but your back and your core are really helping with that too. So that's that. The workout is over. If you want to grab onto the chair and join me in a little bit of mobility here, I just want to come like this. Doesn't look very pretty, but our mobility is important. Our hip health is important. And I want to just move around. And I'm also increasing the tension on the arms. So just stretching the arms out a bit. This active, nice active range of motion, right? Because we're not just strong. Some people are strong and tight, so tight, sets them up for injury. But we are strong and mobile, which is including the flexibility in there. Okay, and then you can take one leg out to the side. Thank you guys so much for joining, and I wish you could hear this wonderful, cheerful Christmas music from the school. Anyway, just taking one stretch out, then leaning one leg out, leaning into it, feeling, of course, your hamstrings. And then to really feel the glutes, I'm going to move back to the mat and swing this leg around to sit into this pigeon pose. And first, I'm going to lean over and lean into it. Again, a little bit of movement so that my body can just flow with it, and then you can push yourself up. Not too much. Never want to overdo this lower back, okay? Just as much as feeling good. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, if you can't remember how we did a certain move and you want a little refresher. Oh, I got a note. Oh, you can hear it. Okay. Yes, you can hear it. Yes, it is fun. And if you come here, you can hear it all night too. You can hear the fireworks that they set off for the appearing of the Virgin Guadalupe. And for any reason whatsoever, there are happy celebrations going on. And that's why it's so fun. Oh, what was I going to say yesterday? Oh, we did that roll, and I was going to connect it with this most amazing chocolate roll we had after our hike at Sayulita. Oh, amazing. They were surfing there, this beach town. So just first coming down and resting. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm like a flag blowing in the wind and then coming down over and across, and the arms. I want to make sure we stretch out those arms. I gotta do this on the other side too. So over in your obliques, and then gently controlling it down. Yes, good. Thank you guys so much. Gonna do some more arms before we get cut off. Got 2 minutes. Okay, awesome. So this is recorded. Thank you so much. I'm gonna stop the recording now. Actually,